Welcome back to Fishing with Norby. Out here at the boat today, doing a little boat prep. It rained on us all day yesterday in a tournament. I didn't get it filmed for you all. I was hoping to, but I forgot my SD cards and it rained all day. But today I wanted to tell you a little bit about the top 5 baits for summertime bass fishing. These are my top 5 picks, and I hope it'll help you catch more fish out on the water. So I'm going to show you those baits here real quick and then show you kind of a video catch and explain how to use each one. And I hope it helps you catch more fish this summer. Let's go. The first bait and my favorite bait to throw in the summer is a topwater lure. I actually have 3 different baits I want to show you today just because it varies depending what lake you're at, what the fish are feeding on. My favorite lure to throw is a topwater frog. This one's a poppin' frog by Live Target. I trimmed the skirt down a little bit. These are a little long just because you get a little better hookups. The fish eat it a little more. If you're on clear lakes or lakes without grass, a lot of times the shad school up out Main Lake or by Rocky Points, and I love throwing a Whopper Plopper. I use 2 different sizes of Whopper Ploppers depending what size the shad are and what the fish are feeding on, but I like to go with kind of a natural shad color or a black color depending if it's cloudy or not. If it's cloudy, I'll use the darker color. Next up on the list is a big old worm. I like throwing this tequila colored 10-inch UV worm. I throw it in brush piles or next to trees. And these fish will get out deep in the summertime when the water gets above 70, 75 degrees. And for some reason, they like this long presentation with a little flicker in the tail. And I tend to use a 1/2 ounce tungsten weight, 5/0 katana hook. And I just crush the bass all summer long out of brush piles on these. So this is another good bait to add to your arsenal for summertime fishing. I use them a ton. Next up is a bait I use when the fishing gets tough. There's a lot of pressure in the summertime. Sometimes the fish can get put in a funk, and I like to throw this little shaky head. This is a 1/4 ounce spot remover shaky head, and I just put a little 7-inch green pumpkin worm on it. And it's weedless. I bump it over rocks, I bump it over trees, stumps, I fish it in structure, I throw it out on points. Basically, if I can't get bit on my bigger baits, my power baits, deep cranks, I go to this shaky head because the fish are always gonna bite this 90% of the time at least. It's my confidence bait all over the country. Throw a little shaky head and you'll catch them. Next up on the list, we got some deep crankbaits. These work really well on long points or deep ledges. You want to be able to crank it down and bump the bottom when you're fishing it. That's key to getting these fish to bite. It just triggers something in their lateral line that I think makes them attack these baits when it's bumping the bottom. So use whatever diver depth you need to go a couple feet past the depth you're fishing. So if I'm fishing 20 feet, I'll use this Norman 22-foot diver. This is one I actually painted up and it works really well. A lot of times you just use shad colors and that's what the fish are feeding on in most lakes around here. So you can't go wrong with that. Sometimes a little bright chartreuse, throw that in there, get them to feed a little better. But a deep diver is hard to beat in the summertime. I think that's Scout's favorite bait, cranking, deep cranking. Last up on the list of top 5 picks for summertime fishing is a little swim bait. Fish are feeding in the summertime, they're schooled up, pushing shad schools together, and a lot of times they're busting on top water. And they're normally feeding on little bait fish, probably 90% of the time. They do feed on crawfish, but bait fish is their main forage, and throwing a little paddle tail swim bait out there is hard to beat. This is a reaction strike chunky shad, and I just throw it on a 1/4 ounce head or an 1/8 ounce head and just slow roll it. And if you're out there on a point and you see a bunch of fish busting, pick that up, just slow roll it right up by the top of the water and they'll come crush it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, learned a little something about summertime fishing. We're gonna play a few fish catches by each one of these baits right now. Catch them down under there. Oh my gosh, that fish came all the way out of the water. Yep, you better put on a frog. It's been a slow day up until now. Oh man, thank you.
Oh my God.
Look at that fish. Oh, that's a grass bass. Look at that frog in his mouth. Totally choked it. Wow, that is a stud. Super fat, super healthy grass bass. Man, he came all the way out of the water, just about to eat that frog. That's a 5-pounder at least. Whew! Scout still not entertained. This fish is as big as he is. I think it's longer than he is. Fish are all up in there. Oh, I just felt one eat it. Yep. Oh, he's down deep in there. Oh, that's a giant now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's at least, that's a 5, Dad. 4.5. Okay, you're right. He's only about 4. That is awesome. Oh, yeah. Crushed it.
He was way near the flat of those.
Yeah, he was way up there. Right on the bottom. As soon as it sank to the bottom, he crushed it. I feel like I just got tapped again there. Oh, got him that time. Little guy. He's decent. All right, we got some video fish here. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. My drag set too tight. Oh, here he comes. Oh, that's a giant. Yes. Whew. Thank you, Lord. Oh, look at that. Now there is a Lake Commodero bass. Look at that. What do you think? 7?
I think
7? Oh, it's a giant. We got some weigh scale. Let's weigh it here. All right, guys. 6 pounds 9 ounces. 6'9". So he's just over 6.5. Look at the belly on that. Not spawned out. Not even like started to spawn. That's crazy. Get him, babe. Oh, that's a good one. That was your 3rd cast with a deep diver.
I wasn't even moving it.
You weren't? Reeled it down and he crushed it. Oh. Here, I'll get down there and get him for you. Oh, come here. Woo! Look at that. That's a great start. Yeah, about a 3-pounder. Nice, babe.
Thank you.
You're kicking our butt already. Nick and I haven't even caught a fish yet. You over here like your 3rd cast with the deep diver. Crush him. If he wiggles, I'm gonna get a hook through the finger. Yeah. There you go. Weird. Oh, there he is. Oh, he got off. There's one. Jumper. Okay, they're decent fish. Yeah. Sweet. I grabbed out the swim bait real quick. Here, honey, switch rods real quick. I'm gonna get you out a different rod. Hope you enjoyed those. Let me know if you have any questions about summertime fishing. Obviously, these 5 baits aren't all the baits I use. I use a ton of different baits, but those are kind of top 5 picks. No matter where you're at in the country, you can catch them on one of those baits or more. So, hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time on Fishing with Norby.